just start with the recent victory. Congratulations, by the
Thank
way. And I'll ask you about the details of it, but I was looking at the field. You beat Dick Mass, who played a long time on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
Blaine McAllister was in that field. You
Yeah.
beat him. It's always nice to win, but is it nicer to win when you realize that's the level of competition you're playing against?
There's no doubt. That's what really gave me a shot in my arm. I felt like confidence-wise that I won by 5, and I won by 5 over Dick. And I think 2 or even 3 years ago, Dick was top 30 on the Champions Tour money list. I think 3 years ago, he finished 3rd in the British Senior PGA. And I played with Blaine the first round, and like you said, you beat guys like that, and that if Blaine's won, I think 2 PGA Tour events, and not only beat them, but you beat them convincingly.
Yeah.
So I just started dwelling on those things, and realized that, hey, this is a pretty big accomplishment for sure.
Yeah. You've been at this for more than half your life. What, since you got out of college? You were what, 22, 23 then?
Yeah, probably since the mid 80s.
Yeah. And it has. I'm sure it's been rewarding on a certain level, but the big rewards, getting to the PGA Tour, making a lot of money and stuff like that, have eluded you. What makes a guy keep doing that as long as you've done it? It's like it's closing in on 28, 30 years now.
Yeah, for one thing, I've never looked at it really as a job. I've always enjoyed competing and playing. And obviously, I always felt like I had the ability to play and to continue improving. And there's a lot of luck involved in getting through the qualifying school. And I look back on my career up until now, and I missed 4 U.S. Opens by a shot. Lost in a playoff. I mean, there's all these funny things that have happened that maybe if something goes the other way, one shot or something, then who knows what happens.
Yeah.
But along the way, I just kept plugging along and doing what I had to do. And next thing I know, I'm turned 50. And I really feel like I'm playing probably some of the best golf I've ever played. It's funny, I have this young college kid, college, he's a freshman at USC Aiken that I teach, and I took him up to a qualifier. They had a college qualifier for the Web.com event last week, the Rex Hospital up in Raleigh. And make a long story short, he 3-putts the last hole to shoot 1 over par. We get in there, and there's only 1 spot available. Well, he misses the playoff by 1 shot.
Oh, man.
And, there's 50 guys for this 1 spot, and we get in the car, and we're driving home, and he goes, have you ever missed by a shot? And I said, Johnson, we got about a 3-hour drive back to Myrtle Beach. I'll tell you some stories. So, there are a lot of stories along the way.
Remember the first time that you got close and it didn't happen?
Trying to think some instances, because there were some funny things. In fact, one of my best friends, probably my best friend, Alan Surgis, he calls me, he named me One Shot years ago for all these near mishaps.
50, has it become any sort of, okay, let's these are the things I feel like I've done and done well, and these are the things I wish I had done, these are the things I'd still like to do?
Yeah, really, since I've turned 50 in the way that I've played, from a golfing standpoint, I feel like I'm just beginning. I feel like now all of a sudden I'm one of the young guys. Okay. So whether that's part mental, I'm not sure. But I've kept in great shape. I work out all the time, which has helped. So it's almost like it's a life begins at 50, right? Is what some people say.